President is said to be engaging editors and senior journalists in a roundtable in Sandton. This is, of course, ahead of the ANC's 2019 manifesto review that's taking place at the Dobsonville Stadium tomorrow. Once again, Ziyanda Ngcobo, part of our team, watching these developments. And Ziyanda, before we lost you, you were still explaining to us just how unique this engagement is.
Absolutely. In fact, the national spokesperson of the ANC was detailing how it's the first time that you've embarked on such an endeavor to, as you put it, lay yourselves naked before the public and really have a critical assessment of what you have done over the last 4 years. And my question was, why did you choose to do it in this way?
Well, it was important. It's part of an effort by the ANC to really have a number of conversations with various sectors in society. This morning, we're going to be having members of the media, editors, senior correspondents, broadcasters, both digital, print, and in other ways, including community media. We're also having a big number of academics and researchers and analysts, those who opine about the state of the nation, those who opine about the ANC. And we're saying let's come together into one room and have a conversation. Let's hear what the president has to say about what it is that he's going to be accounting about tomorrow in Dobsonville. Beyond that, of course, we have this program that's going into provinces, and we want to walk together into that exercise. The main intention is to inform the next manifesto come 2024.
I mean, I suppose because it's the first time that this happens, and the reason why I keep emphasizing it is because we've seen over the years an NEC that's fractured, an NEC that doesn't move in the same direction, an NEC that speaks in different voices about what the direction of this country should be. So perhaps this is an indictment of an NEC that's slightly more united than as recently as a year ago.
I can say for sure that the National Executive Committee of the ANC is coherent. Lots of debate, lots of robustness, but there is a very strong focus on the unity project, strong focus on the renewal organization building project, lots of focus on how we can reconnect with the people of South Africa to take South Africa to the ANC that is glorious, the ANC of their choice, the ANC that they elected into government in 1994 all the way to now. So yes, there's a lot of good intention in terms of how the NEC is embarking on its mandate.
Good intention, or perhaps a precarious position of possibly getting below 50%. Let's be honest about what the communities are saying about the ANC.
Good intention, lots of hard work. You need a united organization to fight an election anyway. And we are absolutely confident that we are going to show up strongly, but we also must do that with a sense of humbleness that is required. And part of it, the fact that for the first time we are reviewing our manifesto publicly, is an indicative of our strive to actually do that, to listen to the people of South Africa and engage with them in an honest and a frank manner.
I mean, yesterday we heard some of the discussions that are being held by the NWC, I beg your pardon, and cost of living are top of mind, and even issues dealing with crime and corruption. What do you think should be the focus of this discussion that will be taking place with the president? I mean, he's seized with a lot of issues at the moment.
I think that issues are geopolitical in nature, lots happening on the international stage, and a strong positioning of South Africa for the first time, by the way, in history, I would argue. But this is just a personal view. I'm sure the ANC has said the same thing in our NWC statement and in our NEC statement. Lots of focus on domestic issues that relate to the state of the nation. And so I expect that there will be a lot of ventilation of the issues that you're talking about, cost of living, where are we with the inflation and interest rates, overall, where are we with the state of our economy, and where are we also with the ANC itself as an organization and how it's addressing what you referred to as its fractured past and some of the things that still persist, the things that are being attended to through the organizational renewal project.
Last one from my side. Whilst we're here to be discussing the organization, we can't ignore the man who leads it. And as it stands, there's also some quarters who feel dissatisfied with how state institutions are perceived or maybe are really being used to protect President Cyril Ramaphosa when it comes to this Phala farm matter. What is the view of the organization insofar as state institutions, their strengthening, and also this really incoherent communication about what that money at Phala was for?
Well, I suppose there's nothing that is totally off limits in the discussion this morning. Nothing is totally off limits. So we're comfortable that matters of this nature should be ventilated. That's all I'm willing to say on that matter.
And hopefully we'll get an opportunity to ask the president, because whilst he is the state president, ANC president, he is the state president, and he is the face, really, of both the ANC and the country. And so such issues are likely to be ventilated here today, but certainly won't just be as journalists. You've heard then from Mahlengi Bhengu-Motsiri that there will be academics as well as ANC deployees in the cabinet with us this morning.
Ziyanda Ngcobo, thanks very much indeed. Live to us there from Sandton, a very important story, and we'll keep watching it as it continues to unfold.